Ncaa Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll call for the fair catch here. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Handoff to the single running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going downfield for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. A first down for the offense. They'll try it over the left side. Still running at the 40. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Running to the left. Running with power. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
Here on third down for this offense. They'll try to run for it. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They're going to ride this running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Eight-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
3:25.
A run for the quarterback. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. He'll go to the sneak.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches. I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that 1st down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Try to get it on the ground. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
I don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches, I like me. I like my chances of getting that, running the play I feel comfortable with, getting the 1st down.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down.
Here we go.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Get set, get set.
The give from the gun. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
Wide receiver now comes in motion.
Now. Blizzy.
A design run for the quarterback. He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
They don't seem comfortable with the 50-yard field goal attempt, so they'll leave the offense out to try to get the first down. They'll immediately call timeout. And they'll pass on the 50-yard field goal attempt and go for it on fourth down from the 33. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Offense working from the pistol. They'll leave it with him. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. See that maize and blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the Wolverines are in the hurry up. Defense not showing press coverage. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Turbin. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
To the ground with the back. Giving him his pads. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and we're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
The corners are walked up tight. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Penn State is down, but don't rule out some late-game magic. With that offense and the kid on D, who's the latest stud at linebacker, anything is possible. They're trailing by just 4 to Kentucky. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to the run. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Now on 3rd down after that run. Motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll pull it down. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a 1st down? It's just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver shows motion. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
This offense looking at a 3rd down after that last completion.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Here on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They'll try to pick up the first. Tackled, but he has a first down.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your own line, I say go for it every time.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Movement here from the tight end. Give to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Usually see better timing between this senior quarterback and his receivers. That one well behind him.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up 3rd down.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he tacked on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he'll bring it back. Not the smartest move on that one. Out of bounds at the 9, and the field position is not good. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground with the running back. A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 3rd and short. They've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. They'll give it to the back. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Just enough time for one final play in this half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Deep zone coverage here by the defense. Looking to throw, it's Turbin. Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
On the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the running back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. The DBs will back off a bit. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. they're going to take another delay of game penalty. You just can't have these types of mistakes. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The offense set for a first down play. The give to the back. Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Right back to the well. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Off play action. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Now on the move. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long.
4th down coming up.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Penn State is currently trailing in this one, but there are more people in Beaver Stadium today than most American cities. The crowd alone can help turn this game. It's right now. They're trailing by 1 to Kentucky. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give to the tailback. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Okay, ready?
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Wants to throw. It's Kendricks. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Can't connect on his first throw.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
On the double.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Hope. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. LSU quick to the line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. The sure hands, it's Hendricks. They get him down after he makes the catch. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give him a first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. To the air, it's Kendricks. Feeling some heat. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Woodside. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? First down for this offense. The run to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to get the corner. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. It's a reverse. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Quick release by the QB. Still on his feet at the 45. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide out in motion. Calls his own number. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Breaks the tackle. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Michigan 21, LSU 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Dumps it to the back. It's complete to the left. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and guys, I don't think that jet sweep ever had a chance down here on the goal line. There were just way too many bodies on defense at the end of the line of scrimmage.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's fourth down, and this offense is going to stay on the field and keep the kicker on the sidelines. To the air. It's Turbin. Lets it fly. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on down.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah.
He lets one fly deep. He's got it. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the punishment has been extended.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 28-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Oregon State is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over Nebraska. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can.
And the ball is picked off.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
Okay, ready?
Offense set on first down.
Here we go.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up.
You got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Working the middle. Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And they did tack on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then... They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one...
Oh, look out! Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
We got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for a first down.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow in 2nd and 7.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Easy.
Back to throw, it's Hills. Getting some heat. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Ready.
This is a 3rd and long.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Go.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Complete to the left. Now well within striking distances, that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, his coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Give to the back. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Jackrabbit.
He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hills. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning.
Black 24. Black 20. Lasso. Lasso. Razor. Razor. Belly stunner.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Not a chance. Missed it. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away yet. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Fast motion from the offense. They'll keep it on the ground. Gets away from one. Finds some space. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
They'll try to get outside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find.
Going for the big play. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominant.